Because if you don't realize it, we've all been given a purpose. We've all been given an opportunity to do something uniquely different than anyone else that's ever done it. But what's one of the things that hinders us or slows us down or basically stops us in our tracks if we're not careful, if we're not mindful, and if we're not cognizant of it? I'll tell you what it is. Some of you need to stop letting people rent space in your head. Some of you need to send eviction notices to your own minds that says you and the thing that you represent are now evicted because you don't need to occupy space in my mindset. You don't need to occupy space in how I think, because how I think it corresponds to how I function. So what do you mean? The second worst lie in the world is what somebody tells you about yourself and you believe it. Someone told you that you were too black, or you were too Caucasian, or you were too Asian or Hispanic, or whatever your nationality might be, or you were a woman, or because your family came from one side of the tracks or a different area code, or you had pigmentation in your skin, or whatever it was, or the people that you chose to love, and they told you based on those elements that they saw that you couldn't do what you came here to do. Well, let me explain something to you. Again, the second worst lie is what someone tells you and you believe it. So if you've been walking around trying to live up to someone else's expectation, or more importantly or more devastatingly is to seek someone else's validation, you're allowing them to rent space in your head, and that place that they're renting, it has no value to you, and it's causing you to be stuck in where you're going. It's causing you to maybe become frustrated that every day starts to look like the day before, or there's nothing different, because you believe the lie. You believe the second worst lie. Now, the worst lie is what you tell yourself that you believe. I'll give you an example. When I was told when I was coming up in school, my guidance counselor told me, hey, Anthony, you shouldn't think about going to college. You shouldn't think about doing anything that's associated with using your brain, because you know your scores have shown and your track record has shown you don't do well academically. Well, he was correct factually about my academic report cards or my academic records, but what he was totally wrong about was I knew why I got Fs. The Fs were facts, but the truth was I was distracted, I was lazy, I wasn't functioning the way I was supposed to, and my focus was somewhere it shouldn't have been. So he told me the second worst lie, which was I wasn't smart enough to do certain things. And there was a time in my life that I actually turned that into the worst lie, which was, Anthony, maybe you aren't smart enough to do some of these things. Maybe you aren't smart enough to get in front of people and speak your truth and talk about the perspective that you have gleaned and the experiences that you have gone through to help other people with theirs. And for many, many years, I spent my life trying to prove other people wrong and prove myself right. So I had to send an eviction notice to my mindset, to what was told to me and what I told myself. So let today be the day that you decide to be who you came here to be and affirm the things that's in you. And even if you slipped up, own the things that you slipped up in. Own your mistakes, own your failures, because embedded in those mistakes and those failures are lessons that can be extracted and extrapolated upon to become a better version of you. So let those people, let those thoughts go. And when you do that, nothing, and I mean nothing, is impossible or inconceivable to you. When you submit those pink slips, and if you never got a pink slip, trust me, you don't want to get them. Or those eviction notices, which I have gotten as well. So metaphorically, we're going to evict those thoughts and make room for the right things in our minds, which represents new horizons, new perspectives, new things and opportunities. And remember this, the things that you do, they're not for you. The fruit that you have inside of you, it's not for you, it's for everyone around you. That's why you have to bring your dreams and your aspirations to a full term. So when you birth those things, everyone around you is going to get better. You're going to have a better level of fulfillment. And those people who used to hate on you and criticize you, they're going to come and ask you, are you hiring? And you're going to be kind about it. So the bottom line is, let the rest of your life be the best of your life by evicting those things that have no value and bringing things to you that have increased and tremendous value. Have a wonderful day. Like and share what we're talked about today, because we're all on this journey together. Peace and blessings to you.